Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to give you a quick video and show you my new Peterson strobe tuner. These Peterson tuners are mechanical tuners, and you'll see what I mean when I start it up here in a second. But from what I've heard, they're one of the most reliable and accurate pieces of equipment you can have for tuning. So let's get started today. So when you fire up the Peterson, the first thing you'll notice is this spinning light here that you'll see. It's actually a disc that will start rotating, and you can sort of hear that whirring sound, and it's an interesting thing. I mean, if you're used to a conventional tuner that's noiseless, it's kind of shocking. This is how the Peterson accomplishes its mission. It's got some spinning discs on the inside that are spinning at a predictable rate based on the pitch that you're trying to tune to, and then there's an LED inside here that flashes according to the pitch that the Peterson is hearing. And when those two things match up, you'll notice what happens with the wheel. Now, this wheel, when it hears a perfect pitch, you will see these black dots or black rectangles in here start to line up and slow down. And when it hears a pitch that's a little bit too flat or a little bit too sharp, you'll see them spinning in one direction or the other. And you can see the arrows here. If it's spinning to the right, that means it's hearing something that's sharp of what it's supposed to be hearing. If it's spinning to the left, it's hearing something that's flat. Just to demonstrate this really quickly, the Peterson has a microphone, obviously like any other tuner, to pick up sounds when there's nothing plugged into the input jack. And then it's also obviously got an input jack for a standard guitar or whatever you're tuning. This particular model, this is the 590. This 590 has a couple of features that are not on some of the lower models, where it can play reference notes. It can pass through the sound of the guitar into a little speaker that's built into here. It has a metronome, and there's even things that I don't even know how to use yet. So anyway, just giving you an intro video on this today. Now let's take a quick look at this wheel. Alright, well, I've got a little bitty pitch pipe that I'm going to show you what this looks like. You can see what I'm talking about here. I've got this little pitch pipe, and actually it's not super accurate, but it'll be enough to show you what's going on with this wheel. So let me play a quick A. So what you'll notice is the Peterson's in auto mode, and so it took it a second for it to switch over to the A pitch. Now you can set the key or the note you're trying to turn to by these buttons on the front here, and I could actually set the A so that it would immediately react to that A pitch. But what you should have noticed when the A was played is that these wheels started to slow down. Now, this pitch pipe that I'm using is actually a little bit sharp, and you'll probably see that in the notes, but I'll play it one more time so you can see what I'm talking about. So hopefully what you saw there was the wheels spin down to, basically show you black dots that weren't rotating. Now I'll play an A that I've got laying here on a guitar on the bench. See, this guitar is almost perfectly in tune, so you'll notice that the wheel looks like it's almost stopped spinning entirely. It's a pretty cool feature that this wheel reacts so quickly to the notes that are played, because you can see, like right on the attack, it's a little bit flat, but it actually starts to even out. It's kind of an interesting thing. I mean, especially if you were trying to intonate a guitar or something like that, you could sort of see what the sustain note was like versus what the attack was. You can sort of see how accurate this thing is. I think this thing goes down to 1/1000th of a cent or something. It's crazy how accurate it is. So let me just show you really quickly what the features that the 590 has are. You can play a reference note, like if I wanted to play an A note. I can hit the A key, turn the volume up, and it will play an A reference for me. And that way, if I want to tune the guitar to that reference note by ear, I can do that. but also if I change the balance over, I can actually play the A note of the guitar through the Peterson. So it's kind of a cool feature. Obviously it does have a pass-through so that I could play through the Peterson if I wanted to other rack equipment. It's got several other features that I haven't even played around with yet. It's got some key changes. It's got a metronome. You can actually change the pitch that you're targeting by a cent or two with these arrows. And you know, I like I said, I really haven't gotten into it, but I hope to feature this thing in more videos in the future, especially one that I'm planning for intonation. So hopefully we'll get into the weeds then. Well, what else can I say about this unit? It is rack mountable. I don't have the rack ears for it, but I think actually the handle is going to do me more good than a rack mount would do, so I'm happy with what I've got here. Thank you all for watching my video today. Thank you all for liking and commenting, and most of all, thank you all for your subscriptions, and I appreciate you guys watching me. I'll see you all next time.